Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the SH Monsterarts Kong from Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, with that is the MonsterVerse movie released in the year 2024. And this set is manufactured by Bandai Tamashii Nation. Before we open the case, let's check out what details it shows us. And on the front cover here, it shows like Kong's axe. It should be included in this set. And since we have a picture of the Kong figure in this set here, it's kind of showing how it's so well crafted that it does very resembles Kong from the movie very well. We got a side another view of the figure here, and on the back we have here several pictures that shows us that this figure can be articulated and can show do a lot of different poses, just like pretty much a lot of Monsterarts on the series. And through the transparency here, we can see the main figure itself. And unfortunately, there's not much else the detail we can see here. There's one last thing I want to show everyone before opening the set, and here's the set of SH Monsterarts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong, which was the MonsterVerse movie released in the year 2021. And if we take a quick look here, this set might look identical to this one here, which means if you have already collected this set, you might want to think twice before getting this one. And now let's get the King Kong out of his cage here. So we have to open the set from the top here. Here we go. We have this figure and its accessories in the plastic case inside the main case, and we also have a printed instruction manual here. Here this shows us the different pairs of interchangeable hands here, and how you can switch heads for one who is a head or face with mouth closed, the other having the jaw open, showing the teeth, and which hands can work with the axe. Nothing else on the back. Now let's get the king out of the cage here. Here we have some plastic covering around the figure, and this is showing that the figure is brand new when you first opened it. Oops, looks like I got a hand left behind there. Oh, nice. So the figure can stand on its own very well without me having to do any adjustment. So it's got very good balance. And now let's check out this figure's articulation. So, yeah, it's a neck. It doesn't. You cannot really look left and right. At least not 90 degree. Only about like 20 degree to left and right. The neck articulation is extremely limited. You can still move a little bit, like a little up, and by moving the torso down, bending forward, you can look down. And you can turn its rotate its arm by turn around the shoulder. The arm is also very articulated. You can easily put on like a defender fighting pose. And around its torso, you can turn left and right. So even though the head is difficult to turn, you can always turn its waist to get the figure to look at different direction. The legs can move. Oops, and looks like here's one issue. All these articulation allowed. It's also made the joint easy to be detached, but you can also easily reattach it. But which this also means you want to be very careful when you work these parts. So you might accidentally detach certain parts of the figure. Yeah, like that. That's in this particular case, this my figures left or right leg seems kind of easily to get separated from the main body. Also, this the feet is also very articulated, but again, this leg can be easily snapped off, so you want to be careful. And as I was saying, the articulation in the feet can all help allow you to put on different kind of stance for poses, and they all can be very well balanced. Now let's check out the feet. It also has a good range of motion and articulation, which is what enables it to be able to stand on, keep a very good balance while putting out kind of any form of stance. Now let's see how we can change to different hand and head parts. And as you saw from the instruction manual earlier, we would just have to literally remove the head here, and as well as the hand, and reattach them with the different head and hands we want. Now the default head we have Kong was showing a like almost expressionless face, this little stern look. And if we look closer, they did a very nice job with Kong's eye. It looks really real and lifelike. Now let's put on a different head. And here it's this alternate head. We have Kong with his jaws open, baring his teeth. And again, they did the paint on Kong's eyes in this face also very well. Look, you can see the ferocity Kong demonstrates from the movie through this expression. And with this hand, we can put on like a fighting pose. And with a little adjustment, we can make the pose that's like in this picture here. And with these pair of hands, we can have Kong on his force doing like crawling or running on force kind of pose. Here we have him doing a pose like he's about to jump up from running and attack an enemy. And now to put the X on for the Kong to hold, so we have to use like this hand that has a little opening in the finger, so then just slide the X into the hand like that. And now we attach this to Kong's arm. So there we go. We have Kong wielding the axe now. And you can have him doing a lot of different kind of fighting pose with the axe. You can also have Kong hold the axe with is the other hand. Finally, you can have Kong do carrying the axe on his shoulder kind of pose, like he does in the movie. This covers all the basic feature of the set. So like OSH Monsterarts, this Kong figure has very good articulation and interchangeable parts to make all kinds of poses. And however, with these articulation, it can come with joint complication. And in my case, I got a backlocker draw that this figure I have here has a kind of loose right leg, so it has been difficult for me to try to work out poses. But obviously, not everyone will be that unlucky. If you got one of this figure that works as it should, you can again make all kinds of poses that Kong does from the Godzilla X Kong movie, and it'd be very good for display. And if you're a fan of Kong from this movie, you definitely should consider getting it for your collection. But if you don't want to take chances to deal with complication that you got a bad figure and either you have to try to return it for refund, or if you can't return it at all, then that'd be a bad thing. So if that's your worry, don't try to even consider getting this figure. One other thing I would say this figure wasn't done as well as it should is that it is obvious that as the SH Figuarts and SH Monsterarts are always thorough with the character details, so they would do the coloring or paint job of a figure almost perfectly according to the source character or material. But in this case, Kong in the Godzilla X Kong movie, his hair color would turn like pretty kind of gray, almost white. And in Kong, this figure unfortunately is still painted mostly brown, so he still like has almost the same color as he did from Godzilla vs. Kong. So in my opinion, this is kind of not doing as good a job reflecting the characters' traits as well as they should. And if you are like a very tough for details, then you should again think hard before getting this figure. However, in general, it is still as good as any Monsterarts figure. And again, if you think you can work around the problem I just addressed, and again, if you're a big fan of Kong from the movie, then I would recommend you getting this figure. Especially, it should be part of like the Godzilla X Kong Monsterarts set. And if you want to get the whole collection for that set, this one should not be excluded. And if you're just simply Kong fan alone, this is still also a nice item to collect. This marks the end of my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos from my channel. If you have any question, please post them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my ability and knowledge.